Video number 2. Last video I done was Wednesday last week. This is the next video in my series, so learning as we go. I now have a mic. I want to have this so basically if I'm walking about, moving, you can hear me better. Getting a bit more equipment. I've got some tripods, so that's now set up. Mic, I actually also ordered Ray-Ban Metas, so I do a lot of track driving and I've got GoPros set up, but I want to have the point of view, so when I'm driving, changing gears, where I'm looking, when I crash, it's all recorded through my eyes so everybody can see it. Anyway, let's talk about what this YouTube videos, this channel's all about. I guess, I created my first video last week and I've started to do a bit of journaling to really try to understand what I'm doing, center myself and make sense of all this. And yep, very clear, the journey of authentic Scott, starting there. So I'm just going to talk through some of these things and what I found. So why do I want to create is something I have tried to answer and I believe have answered it very well. So really it is for my self-improvement, self-mastery. So really improving myself and the skills, coming out my comfort zone. It's also to guide me, to centre myself, my thoughts, my reflections, to be able to speak and articulate how I feel. Also leave a bit of a legacy, a history for my family as well. So in years to come that they could look back on this channel and see all the content I've created and a bit into my life. I think that's something I don't want my family to miss out on as they grow up. What did you do, Dad? What things have you experienced? So maybe if I do a bit of this, this will capture me and my journey. I also want to encourage myself to stay on the personal development and positive path. I think by doing videos like this, it really helps me do this and stay on track. It's easy for me to fall off the wagon and move into negativity. So this is going to help me stay positive and on the right track. Also avoid regret. I've wanted to do this for basically around 2 to 3 years, so I really want to avoid regret and the what if syndrome. What if I never done this? Would I really regret it? I think so. Fulfillment as well. It fulfills me. Maybe the things I post and create will also add value for others. So I'm hoping so. It'll add value to me, and if it helps others along the way, then that's great. And I really want to maybe help inspire and motivate others to achieve more as well. I have done my fair share of mentoring, supporting others, helping them with whatever goals they want to achieve. So that's really what I want to create. What I don't want to create is addiction to growing authentic Scott, this channel, the social media. I tend to, once I start something new, I get quite addicted and fixated on growth. I think it's just my mindset and how I operate. I want to see things grow big. I really don't care how this grows. It's all for me. Views, subscribers, followers, do not give a shit. A focus metric, on followers and views. So I don't care about that. So that is very clear, and I need to make sure I say that because it makes it addictive. Like the whole reason all these social apps exist is it's just like to gain following and everything's metric and tracked and you look subconsciously. So, and I don't want to sell or have any ulterior motive to these videos and what I'm creating. And again, I don't want polished and perfect footage or I'll never do anything. This is why it's very raw, me, here right now. I'm just learning as I go, and hopefully every single week it will get better. Just like when I run, when I do any activities, the more I train, the more I get better, the faster I get. So yeah, here we go. So that's a bit about why I want to create and what I don't want to create. So what positive traits do I have in my life? I want to discuss some of this as well. So I feel like what do I have in my life? It's a bit of a selfless question and a bit silly, and it's really hard to answer, but I feel like I'm now at an age, 33 years old, where I'm financially stable. I didn't want to say financially free. I think it's an overused word, and the meaning behind it is, I, I don't know. We could discuss that at a later date. But essentially, I could travel where I want, I could buy what I want, I could really do whatever I want without money being a blocker. So, this is kind of what I mean by financially stable. I don't really have any money stress. So, I feel like that's positive. It's good. Like, it's not everything, but money's a big thing in life. People say it's not, but I think it is. I have a perfect family. So, I've got like a dream hot smoking wife that I'm absolute punching. Perfect daughter and another baby en route. So really happy and content, whole with my family. I love motorsport. I own a one-off-one supercar, absolute supercar slayer. I drive a track car a lot, so I do a lot of track day and content, and this is what I'll be posting on the channel too, is motorsport, and a bit into my hobby. And also kind of have my dream home. So my wife and I, we actually built our home. We designed it, we built it brick by brick. Sounds a bit cliche, but we genuinely did. So that's some of the positive things I've got in my life. So, and really, why do I even say these things? Well, like a perfect family, health, kind of, I feel like I've got a lot of things stable and kind of running well, which I think is that's not always been like that in my life. Certainly not. So I think by having these things, I feel like I'm in a position to talk about it and maybe help others try to get their life positive, and if areas in their life where they don't feel they've got everything kind of where they want it, maybe I could help support and give some guidance. So yeah. What unique qualities do I possess, and how can I help others? So, I've been in the kind of corporate, full-time job kind of space for around 16 years now. So, started as an apprentice, and I've basically worked through the career ladder in corporate, almost to kind of high leadership global team level. So I really understand how to create systems, transformation of businesses, metrics, data. I possess unlimited energy, positivity, bulletproof mindset, understand how to scale businesses, really how to work global 24/7. Keep churning, GE mindset. Not that GE means anything. Solving complex problems, and the confidence to manage stakeholders, difficult situations, people, emotional intelligence, and getting the outcomes you want. So that's something I really want to discuss on this channel too. And business startups, plans, etc. These are some of the things I think I could really help with. So 16 years in the corporate career. Actually, I wanted to discuss something which is quite cool, but I don't know if any of you have heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but he has this quadrant, the kind of 4 different areas. So you've got employee, business, self-employed, and investor. And I was thinking, well, where do I fit in there? So I really fit into the employee side because I'm still in my corporate job. The business as well, I own a very successful meal prep company that operates over the whole of Scotland, and we're expanding into the UK. So we've got around 20 members of staff. We produce large quantities of products per week, but we could discuss that in another video. So I basically working full-time whilst running a business. I also do a lot of investing. So on this side, I do property renovations, buy and sell properties, stocks and shares, crypto, businesses, actually buy and sell cars too, which is a bit of a unique one and something that we could discuss more. Really where I'm not in is the self-employed category. So typically businesses run without you being there. A lot of people think they have businesses, but if you can't remove yourself from the business, and essentially if you should be able to die and the business should keep running. So that is what a business is. Being self-employed is when you are required in the business, say 9 till 5, Monday to Friday. That is not what's required. I work a very busy job, Monday to Friday still, which requires my full focus and time. So yeah, that's a bit about that kind of quadrant area there. Kind of what struggles have I had? I wanted to discuss this too. So I left home at 16, at a young age. Really struggled with that a bit. I would say just family issues, and moved in with one of my friends living with their parents out a suitcase for around a year or two, between his and like girlfriends' houses, and just really out wherever. So I was really lucky to get an apprentice, which really allowed me to focus my mind and try to work hard at something. So that's really how it all started. But yeah, I've been down negative path of alcohol and partying and going out and just staying up to the morning hours in kitchens, just all this silly stuff. I've struggled a lot with feeling lonely as well and not fitting in. I have quite a small friendship circle. I've got a very overthinking, busy mind. I've also struggled with weight and my personal confidence. So that's some of the, I think, struggles and negatives that I would like to talk about more in this channel. I think many of these things others have also experienced as well. So yeah, so here's my thoughts. I am going to continue creating these videos. I'm going to do one a week and upload them on the channel. Just keep going. And then I'm going to start doing more Instagram stories, Facebook, all under the Authentic Scott brand. So really looking forward to getting into this. I'm going to continue the journaling as well and try to enhance and focus what this is all about, my message, my mission statement. So that will become a lot clearer to me. Right now it's not. So I'll get there. And again, a little kind of tip or hint before I finish up there, journaling. So I mentioned journaling as well. One of the biggest positive things for me when it comes to journaling is this guy right here. This is Marcus Aurelius. So many of you guys have probably heard of Stoicism or Marcus Aurelius Meditations. So this is his book here. There's many different copies of this. I'm sure I've got around 3 or 4 different copies up there of that book because it means so much to me, but this is a really special copy. This is a Marcus Aurelius Meditations Folio Society edition. I don't even really think you could get this anymore, but it's just so special. I collect some books as well, so yeah, I just love it. So I guess why am I mentioning this? Well, I've read this, I've listened to the audiobook, and I would highly recommend to do so. Because this is going to be a bit of my journal, the Authentic Scott journey. I'm only doing it for myself. I don't really care if anybody watches this. Just like Marcus Aurelius in Meditations, it was his own private journal, his own thoughts, his feelings, to centre himself and guided by self-improvement and mastery. So it really kind of relates to this channel and where I'm going with it. So I hope whoever did not watch or did, if there's one person, enjoyed this, and hopefully the audio was all clear and we can continue to make improvements. Cheers! Bye!